Good evening. My name is Dr. Edward Walker, and I would like to welcome you to the School of Justice at Miami-Dade College. On behalf of our college president, Dr. Eduardo Padron, and our campus president, Dr. Jose Vicente, our school director, Dr. Hector Garcia, and the academic dean, Dr. Matty Roy Latnick, and myself, Dr. Edward Walker. I am the chairperson of the School of Justice, and I'd like to welcome you as you are about to learn as much information as you can about the School of Justice and criminal justice education and or careers that are related to. First, I want to welcome you and give you a little bit of my background, as I am a retired police officer, a retired captain, um, and with that, years of experience in the areas of law enforcement, corrections. I've worked undercover, I've worked uh, investigations and caseloads, and also in the jail environment and also on the streets. With that, I will tell you that around a well-rounded education will bring you a world of uh, good fortune in the career. You'll find yourself being able to be versatile so that your education is the foundation that you need in order to move forward when you are looking to embark upon a career in criminal justice. And even if you're already in criminal justice, my suggestion is grab your education. Make sure that you are maximizing your effective potential by educating yourself in the field so when it becomes areas of movement where you will possibly move up to leadership positions, or maybe you want to move laterally into other positions, that you have the opportunity to do so because education opens doors. Here at the School of Justice, we like to think of ourselves as a one-stop shop. In fact, we have many things that we will share with you today. And again, welcome to the School of Justice. Let's get started. Here at the School of Justice, we'll talk about education in law enforcement, corrections, fire academy, private security, and our various academies. Along with that, we have our academic section, which we will talk about getting a 2-year degree, which would be your AA or AS degrees, and also your 4-year degree, which would be your BAS or your bachelor's degree in the given areas, in which you can get different types of concentrates in those areas. First, I'd like to talk to you about our academic program, considered to be our AA, or Associate in Arts, our degree in Criminal Justice Administration, which takes approximately 60 credit hours. In the AA degree, it is important to note that we give you a great foundation in that area, so you can build your leadership skills, your interpersonal skills, your abilities to adapt, because those skills are very important as the criminal justice, or should I say the jobs that are related in criminal justice or the careers related in criminal justice are ever changing, ever moving, and your ability to adapt is very important. Organizational and planning skills, as you are well aware of, that as a police officer or as the supervisor or as a corrections officer or as a supervisor for that corrections officer, probation or parole or any given area, organizational planning and leadership are areas that you want to work at, because you certainly need those skills in order to move forward in investigations and so forth. Decision-making skills are very important in each one of the jobs that I've named and more. That decision-making skills become a very important component to be able to link things together and to know how to research and investigate, asking the right questions, and then making decisions that will either take you toward closing cases or opening other cases. Um, and the ability to make those decisions is very important. Perception and the ability to analyze is another skill area that the AA addresses. And finally and foremost, the ability to communicate, either written and or verbal, because to be highly effective in these particular fields, you must be able to speak and to write well, as everything is evidentiary and may be presented in court. At the very least, the reports will go to others' hands for them to be able to read, to document the events from that time forward. So again, in the AA programs, the Associate of Arts, one who is desiring to move toward a field in law would go into, and when I say law, meaning maybe they have the aspirations to be a lawyer in the long run. They can get a 2-year degree in criminal justice administration. Again, that is 60 credit hours, the Associate of Arts. And also in our academic programs, we have the Associate in Science. And our Associate in Science is another 2-year degree that can be gotten in the areas of law enforcement and or corrections and or criminal justice. Concentrate in the area of in the area of associated science. And what's important to note about the associated science is that this particular academic degree is workforce driven. And what I mean by workforce driven is that what we have as far as the curriculum that is embedded into the program, we consulted with the industry professionals through our advisory boards here at the School of Justice, who advise us, hey, we need different skills to help them work in critical thinking, or we need different skills to help them in writing, or in investigations, or within corrections. And those are the courses that we mold into the program so that you will have the cutting edge areas in law enforcement, corrections, or whatever field it is that you're going into. The main thing about the Associate of Sciences, again, is that it also emphasizes the areas of leadership skills, interpersonal skills, organizational planning, and decision making. But again, it also emphasizes the areas of critical thinking within the areas of a given field. And it also works you through the overall arching concepts that are in the areas of criminal justice and a good foundational background. Some of those particular courses that you would go through, as an example, if you're going through our Associate of Science program, would be ethics. Well, you need to be ethical as you're working in the area of criminal justice, ethics and professionalism. Another area would be police organization. And in those particular areas, it talks about and it gives you the foundational areas of what it is the police do and how they deal with society. Some of the other skills that you would receive in some of the other courses, maybe the dynamics and behavior. In the dynamics of behavior, we're talking about human behavior and the fact that people operate or behave in the way that they do because we are creatures of habit. And we discuss those particular areas in which will make you a well-rounded criminal justice professional. Again, there are other general education courses, of course, that are covered, such as English, speech, critical thinking, psychology, and college algebra. And or there are other courses that can be taken in order to prepare you for English and or math. Again, but what's most important is that you are able to be a true professional once you leave the doors of Miami-Dade College. And again, our Associate of Science not only emphasize the academic sense, but have the hands-on component so that you are working crime scenes or mock crime scenes, and that you are also working and lifting prints and doing various things within the program that you would otherwise do in the field. Again, our Associate of Science program. Within our academic program, as you can see on the screen, our Associate of Science degree in Criminal Justice Technology. As we know that technology drives many things in our society today, but it also drives criminal justice. Another area is our AS degree in Basic Law Enforcement. Another one would be our AS degree in Corrections. And also, I know you've heard of CSI, and thus our AS degree in Criminal crime scene technology. And I want you to also consider, because I'm going to mention this particular associate degree because I think it's important to mention along with um, the criminal justice area, and that is our associate degree in fire science technology. Now, you may ask the question of why did I mention fire science technology, but it all falls under the School of Justice umbrella, but there are investigators, arson investigators that are out there. Um, Again, a degree in fire science technology would be uh, beneficial to one who might want to investigate the areas in dealing with fire science technology. Not just for firefighters, but again, a good area of study for firefighters and also police officers that are, again, assigned to areas or want to be assigned to areas in dealing with arson investigation. And I may also mention that I do know of agencies across the United States where people are duly trained as police officers and firefighters and serve in both capacities for their local jurisdictions. Let's talk about the Bachelor of Applied Science. Previously, we talked about the 2-year degrees, again, which take approximately 60 credit hours in order to complete. Each one of those courses, generally speaking, are approximately 3 credit hours. And so, but it does not take long in order to add up enough classes in order to get to the 60 credit hours. Once you have completed an associate degree, you can move toward your bachelor's of applied science in public safety and management. And you may ask the question, what is a bachelor's of science in public safety management? Well, that bachelor's of applied science in public safety management encompasses the tracks of law enforcement, corrections, probation and parole, security and loss prevention, emergency management, crime scene investigation. We also have the Basic Law Enforcement Academy, the Corrections Academy, and again, our General Criminal Justice degree. You may ask yourself, why should I go for a 4-year degree? Well, in some related criminal justice jobs, the minimum requirement would be a bachelor's or 4-year degree. Thus, it is very important to keep yourself qualified and to be able to move forward with progression and the ability to be hired. Many federal level jobs do require a bachelor's degree. Also, there are state and local jobs requiring associates and bachelor's degrees as a minimum. In this competitive world of criminal justice, it is best to be armed with the most that you can be foundationally so that in the competition for jobs that you would be able to prepare yourself to be chosen for the profession that you might desire. Therefore, having that college degree can put you in the realms of being chosen over the individual who does not have one. Now, we realize that in many instances, people work and go to school. They may also um, have a tougher time focusing on 4 years ahead, or maybe even 2 years ahead. But we believe here at the School of Justice and at Miami-Dade College that college credit certificates are a way in order to help you to move forward. What is a college credit certificate, you may ask? A college credit certificate or is a program that has arranged courses that will give one an experience or an education in a specific area, such as Homeland Security or maybe crime scene uh, technology certificate. Okay, and you may ask, well, why should I go and get a certificate? Well, those particular certificates or CCCs are made up of uh, associate level courses that are 3 credit hours that will also apply toward your associate degrees, fulfilling some of them core classes, and others elective hours. So it is possible for you to complete a CCC, then to move those credits forward and apply them to a 2-year degree. Thus, you take your 2-year degree and add 60 more credit hours to it, and then move forward so that you would have a 4-year degree. Let me give you an example. The College Credit Certificate is a certificate developed here at Miami-Dade College, and that in Homeland Security, you can take 5 courses that we will discuss. And those 5 courses would net you a college credit certificate, meaning that you have a college education in the areas, in that specific area, or in this particular case, Homeland Security College Credit Certificate. You may ask, how many different courses? How do I qualify in order to go get a college credit certificate? Well, I'm glad that you did ask. And that is that with a college credit certificate, it takes only 5 courses that you would take in order to complete a college credit certificate in Homeland Security. Those particular courses, again, 3 credit hours each, and taking 5 courses would be 15 hours that you will complete toward a college credit certificate. Those 15 credit hours would then be applied toward your associate degree in criminal justice in order for you to complete. So then you would only have 45 college credit hours left in order to complete a 2-year degree. It is possible to achieve or to finish out a college credit certificate in a semester or 2. It can be done in 1 semester or possibly 2 semesters. If longer is needed, that can be also done. Again, those college credit courses apply to your other programs. Let me give you a better example that you'll be able to see on the slide that I have up. The college credit certificate comprises of 5 courses as I've described to you. DSC 1006, which is Intro Homeland Security. Well, obviously you need to know the foundational information about Homeland Security. What agencies make up Homeland Security? Why do we have Homeland Security? What do they do? It answers the questions about what is terrorism, and it gives you a great foundation. So that course is one of the 5 courses. Another course would be DSC 2590, Intelligence Analysis and Security Management. And that particular course, you would learn what to do with the data that you receive or information that is received, and that how it can be used, how the information can be used in order to thwart terrorism and to keep either the local municipality, the state, and or the federal areas in protecting the United States from terrorism. Again, that would be the second course, and that would be Intelligence Analysis and Security Management. The third course would be DSC 2242, which is Transportation and Border Security. As you know, transportation and border security in everything from movement of people on airplanes to trains, boats, whatever the case might be, and or foot movement coming across the boundaries coming into the United States, however you may come, or things that are transported. Transportation and Border Security talks about that at length, goods, as well as people movement and the laws pertaining to. The 2 final courses to make up the Homeland College Credit Certificate are CCJ 1191, which is Human Behavior and Criminal Justice. Again, a very important area of criminal justice in learning about people, their behavior, and how they operate in and or out of the criminal justice system. And finally, the 5th course for the College Homeland Security Certificate is Constitutional Law and Legal Procedures. Constitutional law, well, are those laws that are afforded us through the Constitution, of course. And of course, since we were talking about Homeland Security, how are those laws changed or possibly altered in order to uh, keep the United States and their entities safe? So those 5 courses again are college Homeland Security College Credit Certificate. As you can see, those 5 courses make up that certificate, and when completed, you will have uh, 15 college credit hours down. If you add an additional 45 college credits to that, you can then complete um, an associate degree. Once completing the associate degree, that would have 60 college credit hours knocked down. It is possible then to apply for the bachelor's program, and with another 60 additional credit hours, you would then complete your college degree with a bachelor's in criminal justice or a 4-year degree. And while we're talking about this pipeline or this pathway for one in order to get um, their degrees, we we here at Miami-Dade College have also partnered with the School of St. Thomas University, for their MSM or Masters in Science Management and Justice Administration for one to start on their master's degree. Again, we like to consider ourselves a one-stop shop in criminal justice, and partnering with others is very important. Another learning path that we could talk about would be dual enrollment for those that may be in high school or know someone that is in high school. Dual enrollment is a great area in order for while someone is in high school to start taking college credit. So therefore, once they complete high school, it is possible to have achieved enough or be very close to having completed a 2-year degree. Certainly, it is possible to complete a college credit certificate and be ready for the workforce, and thus continue with their education at Miami-Dade College until they complete an associate's and then a bachelor's and decide to go on further for a graduate degree. Again, those learning pathways are very important. If you can dream it, you can be it. You may ask yourself, how do I become involved in getting into academic programs at Miami-Dade College? Well, if you go over to our website, which is www.mdc.edu, you'll see a MDC admission application that you can fill out electronically and send it back to the college. And or you can fill out a paper copy and send it to the college. Along with that, you'll note that as you go up to the website, you'll see things that will talk about placement tests and advisement. We have numbers for advisors on there, people that you can contact that will be able to tell you about the different programs that you may wish to study. Along with that, they'll tell you about placement tests. They'll tell you where you are in math and in English and those tests that you need to take and when you need to take them. In order to take college credit certificate courses, you can take up to 15 hours um, without having to take your placement test, and then after that you must take your placement test to go into the associate programs. Again, it is important that you talk with the advisor so they can help you, and if you're coming from another college and you're looking to transfer, that again that you talk to our advisors. Here for a moment, I'll play for you a couple of videos that you might like to see. Seem to be having some technical difficulty on playing the YouTube video, so I'll move forward. But as you can see in the background there, you can see pictures of the police academy and also the fire academy. The websites that you see up there on the screen, you'll be able to go to YouTube, and you will actually be able to see those particular things. There are live shots in there from the academy and also from the fire academy. But again, you can see the pictures there in the background. There are some pictures of the academy life, because here at School of Justice we have a police academy, we have a fire academy, and we have security training. Um, so that for a D and or a G licensing in security, so that you can be armed or unarmed and then get your state licensing. Again, here at the School of Justice, we are a one-stop shop in being able to fulfill your criminal justice needs. And there we are, pictures in dealing with that. D and G licenses for the security programs. Also, there's training for private investigator and also recovery agents too. Again, here at the School of Justice, we like to think of ourselves as a one-stop shop. I think that if you are interested in the School of Justice, giving us a call at the 305-237-1400 number, and we can direct you where you need to go as far as sending your information to the School of Justice in academic studies areas or our vocational studies areas, and dealing with the police academy and also the fire academy. One thing that I failed to mention that I'd like to mention would be that by going through the police academy and or the corrections academy, there are college credit hours that can be converted into academic college credit that could apply toward your 2-year degree. So again, not only can you gain the experiences you need for your licensing and to be ready to sit for the state exams, but you can also utilize your trainings and have them converted over into academic college credit to move forward with getting your associate's and your bachelor's degrees. Again, not repeating things, but making them maximally effective for your usage in order to move yourself forward. Utilize everything that you can in order to move forward. To be successful in the areas of criminal justice, it is important for you to remember the lessons that are learned, and therefore here at Miami-Dade College, we have many areas in which you can study, whether or not it's in the private security areas, whether or not it's in the public arenas, in corrections, probation, or in law enforcement. Again, for those who desire to go to law school or study of law, we have many courses in the area of law. Again, it is important that you take a look at the catalog. If you go to www.mdc.edu, you'll be able to look at the courses that are given and the description of the courses. Again, feel free to give us a call at 305-237-1400. Again, 305-237-1400. Are there any questions that you all might have in regards to the School of Justice? If you do, please feel free to give us a call. Also, again, we will have folks on College Live that will be able to answer any of the questions that you have. So feel free to email us, and with that, we will be able to answer your questions that you might have about the School of Justice. I would like to take this time to thank you for visiting us here at the School of Justice. Again, my name is Dr. Edward Walker, and on behalf of the college president, Dr. Eduardo Padron, and the campus president, Dr. Jose Vicente, our school director of the School of Justice, Dr. Hector Garcia, and our dean, Dean Matty Roy Latnick, I would like to thank you for visiting us here at the School of Justice. Thank you and have a great evening.